Hello and welcome to how to repair your MeMo Pad HD7 tablet. This tablet here has an unresponsive touchscreen. We'll know when it boots up. There's two symptoms you're likely to see from this particular problem. The first is you won't have any touch responsiveness at all. It means if you touch the screen, nothing's going to happen. The other possibility is that there's very, very minor responsiveness. So if you touch the screen, there's going to be a lot of jumping around, things are pretty close, you'll try and push it into a text box, and it will fly across the screen. A lot of things that you don't really want to be happening. It's caused by, at the back of the device, there's two very small little cables that aren't held in very well, and they have a habit of falling out. So once the device is booted up, I'll show you it's not working, show you how to shut it down, and show you how to repair this little bit of a fault. Okay, so there she is, all loaded up. Now, as you can see, it doesn't have any touch responsiveness at all. Just keep bashing it, nothing happens. It could be, sorry, just put that back on here. It could be that it's going to be like this, or it could be that it's just hitting the wrong keys. Either way, it's probably the same fault. Couldn't guarantee it, but it's likely to be the case. Now, first things first, get the screen up. Second things first, you want to hold the button down the side, and you probably want to keep holding it for about 5 seconds. As soon as the screen goes black, release the button, and it shouldn't restart. Don't worry if your tablet restarts at this point. It does have a really annoying habit of restarting the device rather than powering it down, which isn't really what we want to do here. When this is all done and dusted, you're going to want to undo the back. Now, there is a small little groove along the side, in fact around all the sides. There's no actual finger hole as such to put your finger into, so the only way you can do it is just push down the side until you click, get your fingernail in the groove, and just run it along to hear some clicks. And that's the easy way to get it off. Do that all the way around the device, and shut the back off in seconds. I will warn you before you start doing this, there are two buttons at the back here. They are not held in by anything, they are loose. They are only held in by the pressure of the back of the device and the front of the device. If you do take this off quickly, you'll have buttons flying everywhere. Undo around the edge first until it's loose, flip the device over, then pick it up. It's the best way to avoid this. I'm going to pause the video here because I'm pretty sure I don't want to try and undo this for a few minutes. Now, as you can see, the device's back is now loose. What we do is turn it over so it's all comfortable, and just wiggle the top off like that. You want to make sure you turn it over and put it flat down on a surface. Here, the two buttons I warned you about. Best thing to do with this is just to move it out of the way and leave it. Don't knock it over or you'll be searching for buttons all day. Now, don't touch anything in here directly with your fingers. Use a pair of gloves or something similar. Otherwise you can grease it over everything and it probably won't work very well. So basically don't do what I'm about to do. Try using some gloves or something. If you're careful, you shouldn't need any form protection because you're only going to touch these two sections here. Move that out of the way so you can see where I'm pointing, just there. But generally, if you can wear a pair of gloves and maybe something like that, probably to help protect your hands, is really good for the device. But you know, it's dealer's pick really. So I would suggest you do, but it's up to you. Now, the problem you'll notice here is you'll either have this bit here flapping around, or it will be partially inserted into these holes, a bit like that. Either way, it's wrong. There's two little white bits. I'll get as close as I can to the camera. Probably can just about make it out. There's two little white bits here and here. You want to put your finger over the top and just flick up like that. I don't know how I'm going to get that in the camera frame, but again, just get it under your finger like that. And there you go, like that. It's the best I could do there. Now, you want to get hold of these bits here. Now, don't touch the ends of them, but just push forward, and it will reveal a little slip at the back there. Just want to push in with that. Sorry. Just push in with that, and it should just slot in. Oh, there you go. Just put it straight back in. You'll probably fiddle with that a lot. I've done it quite a few times now because I'm weird that way. But when you get them in there, and it will tie it, just don't pull them out again. That's it. Line it up like that. Just push them in. You can use a little flap if you want. It just pops up. It has some use, but it's not really that helpful. And there you go, just slot them back in like that. And just push those down. I'm not going to pull mine because mine's got quite loose over the years, so I get all tug like that. You can give yours a bit of a more vigorous tug if you wish, but the most important thing is to make sure it's securely placed in there. So a bit of realignment, make sure it's secure, and there you go. That's it. That's your problem fixed. I dread to think how much a store would charge you to do that, or if they would even do it, but there you go. Just make sure your buttons are in their place, push them down tightly. Best way to put this back on is put your device down like that, flick it over, and just lay it flat on top of the case, align it, and you can just push along the back, just all finished clicking. And there you go. One repaired. Just check your buttons. Yep, mine are fine. One repaired tablet. If you don't believe me, which I'm sure most people won't, hold your button down. Let it start up. And yeah, I'll just cover up what we've basically done. Overall, we just take the back off. Keep in mind the buttons. Unclip the two white bits, reinsert the cables, make sure they're lined up, may have to do it a couple of times to make sure it's in there properly, put them down, make sure it's pressured, make sure your buttons are aligned, push the tablet down, make sure it clicks all the way around, and there you go. And in a few seconds this should all be booted up, and I can just show you how it's now working. I'm going to pause it now because it's going to take a little bit longer than I expected to start up. Okay, there we go, it's all started up now. Happens in seconds, doesn't it? As you can see, the touchscreen is now registering, and it's working fine. I'm going to quickly input my password so it starts up, and there you go. As you can see, clearly working, no issues whatsoever. Now we go back to the password page, if we put in 7s, all we get is 7s. And so of course we ran out of space. And there you go. One fully functioning tablet. Can't guarantee that will solve all touchscreen related faults. There is a possibility you've got a crack on the screen, you could have broken the digitalizer, that's a completely different fault. There are a few other different things you can do. Any sort of pressure breaks on the screen, again, this probably won't fix. This is mainly just the case of if you've got an intact screen, it's never been dented, smashed, banged, or really any extensive damage that shows visible signs of damage. But if you've dropped it down the stairs and it stopped working, it's probably those cables. If you've got a massive crack in it, it's probably a digitalizer, and you can repair those, but it's debatable if you want to do it yourself or not. If you're technically minded, have a look around, you could probably get one for a few quid, maybe worth a try. If you're not technically minded, just take it to a local store. You know, try this first. If this isn't this, then take it to your store. It's the only way you're going to repair sort of, you know, cracked screens. If you're not exceptionally technically minded with these sort of things. But yeah, if it's just a normal screen, no real damage, looks like it should be working, but it's not. Take the back off, have a look. It's probably that issue, and it's working fine now. So yeah, any questions on technology? Give me a shout. Put them in the comments section. Any likes and subscribes? Thank you. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Be useful for you in the end, hopefully. And have a great day. Catch you later.